Hello, police. I just witnessed the robbery. Yeah, the guy was stabbed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my location is at Jurong.
Police, stop!
Is this yours?
Yes.
The death penalty is a capital punishment dating back to the 18th century BC. Till today, debates about it are still going on. Since the 18th century, many has been sentenced to the death penalty due to the crimes they committed. But is the death penalty really an effective crime deterrent?
Hi everyone, welcome to Perspective Speaks, where we talk about things from different perspectives and hear from our guests' views. I am Tefu, the host for the talk show, and here with me is Ahmad, Aiman, and Anik. Today's topic will be, is the death penalty an effective crime deterrent? Let's begin this discussion with Aiman.
I agree that the death penalty is an effective crime deterrent, as it gives a reason for people not to commit crimes. And because most people are scared of death commonly. The idea of death to most people is very scary. So that the fact that they can commit a crime and make their life shorter, it is like scary to them and it will lower crime rates.
Well, actually, I will disagree with Aiman, as in my opinion, the death penalty is not an effective crime deterrent. It is agreeable that the worst crime to commit is murder. The death penalty is not a very moral way of punishment, as it uses it to punish the offenders, but in a more legal way. Hence, this will result in more people to protest against the death penalty because they will think that this form of punishment is inhumane. Thus, this will result in more crimes happening due to the protests.
I disagree with Tefu. People argue that the death penalty does not serve as an effective crime deterrent because potential criminals do not always consider their consequences in the heat of the action. The impulse to commit a crime often overrides any fear of punishment. Research shows death penalty has lowered homicides than states without it. For example, a study conducted by Professor Hashim and Joanna M. Shepard found that each execution deters between 3 and 18 murders. Hence, it is a necessary tool in fight against crimes and should be retained as punishment and for the most serious crimes.
So, similarly to Tefu, I do not agree that the death penalty is an effective crime deterrent. As let's just say someone was given new evidences that prove their innocence, will be considered a grave miscarriage towards justice. Families of the wrong individuals may overreact and commit more crimes as a form of protesting and expressing their dissatisfaction. Even though there are judicial safeguards, the risk of wrongful conviction still exists. Innocent individuals have been sentenced to death in the past, and many has protested against the execution. People are also agreeing that it's an ethical concern, as many would argue a higher power should not be given the responsibility to take one's life.
Now, with that, we can conclude that though the death penalty is an effective crime deterrent to a certain extent, people will still commit less serious crimes to protest against it.
Yes, the death penalty should also be used less often due to it rather being inhumane.
The death penalty should be replaced with punishments that are less harsh for the offenders, going along with their morals, and so people will not want to protest against the punishment.
Countries should rehabilitate the offender so that after the sentence, when they come back into society, they won't even repeat the offense again.
That's all for today's episode of Perspective Speaks. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.